in on your Overwatch background. You mentioned a couple of things there, but just give me like the full breakdown of like when did you start playing? When did you get to GM2? It looks like when you filled the form out. So when did that all happen?
I started playing the game seriously in 2020. And I mean, I was watching World Cup and I was like, yeah, okay, I want to do this. So made the goal for myself. So started playing. In season 33, I got my all-time peak, which is 4,577.
Nice.
And I mean, I got GM1, I think, in season 1, and didn't play for a bit, and then got GM2 in season 2. So
Okay, cool. Well, I'm checking your Twitter, and you're followed by White Noise, Lethal, Dawn, Cron. Magid. So you have to be a phenomenal player. And 4.6 and all
I
that
mean,
stuff.
not that phenomenal, but
Yeah.
almost
Okay.
4.6.
Okay. Sick. I mean, that's obviously top notch. I mean, that's GM1 basically right now. So I'm curious to hear. Are you GM2 right now? Okay,
I
ignore
think
the reset. Ignore the reset for me. Where are you actually at right now?
I mean, I don't know. Like, my career is not very good yet. So, because basically, I'll fill you in kind of what happened. Because missing a bit of background. So basically, kind of like something kind of fucked me. Because I mean, I was getting better, and then I got into an OD team with a bunch of good players. So like Ariel 2,
Yep.
Elysiu, Cookie, and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, at the same time, I got a girlfriend, and I was spending a bunch of time with her. And when the actual matches came, didn't warm up, didn't do anything. And it's like my first like real tourney where it's actually like serious and we have a good chance of winning. So I got really stressed out, and then I was just not playing well. I was just absolutely trolling. I was going 8 deaths per 10 on Zen and fat fingering trans, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
So then they benched me, and then eventually our team even got disqualified. So
Okay.
yeah,
So you let IRL issues get in the way of your gaming career.
yeah, true.
Okay.
And then after I went on like,
Go ahead.
didn't play for like 7 weeks, and then like they all like split up and got into like tier 2 teams, and I didn't. So they all like all the other carries kind of catched up to me, and I only started really playing carry when the game actually came out.
So you're washed for the first time ever.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
Bit watched. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. When you got a girlfriend and invested more time in your relationship, what was the mistake? Think about it
Taking too
objectively.
little time for myself, I guess.
Say that one more time. I didn't hear you.
Too little time for myself, because I was just. I mean, it would probably still be fine if I just actually like took it more seriously. Like if I would just play on the day itself for the tournament.
I've worked with a lot of people. I've worked with people like you that are too invested in IRL and just kind of check out, and then especially when they get a little bit older, you know, and they realize that, life is great, you know. So that's obviously a problem. But then I've also worked with people that are like the 18-year-olds that do nothing but game all day long, and I see the flaw, and I see them like sabotaging their own ability to play the game by doing that. And for you, it's like you said, it's too little time for yourself. It's all about balance. You know what I'm saying? It's all about balance.
Yeah,
doing what you did was good, right? That's great, but like also it was overdone, right? There was no balance in what you did, and so then it wasn't good. It wasn't good for your career. It might not even been good personally. So there can be too much of a good thing, as I'm sure you know now. Okay, so
definitely, yeah.
Where are you at now in terms of your goals? We know your history. You're washed. You're GM2. You want to get back into the swing of things World Cup.
Because
what's the goal?
me being good, we're probably not gonna qualify for top 16 or even make it onto the team. Because there's other people.
So. I was gonna say your tank line is stacked, but I don't. That's about it, right? Like,
I mean, if I would be able to make the roster, I would just pull up my team that we have set up for the tournament, which is Tab on Flex DPS, Twirls on Hitscan, Kron on tank, and Ange on main support, and me.
So you're the weakest link.
Probably, yes. Or maybe Twirls, because he's also doing girlfriend stuff abroad.
Okay. Makes sense.
And he's on off-roll.
Makes sense. Yeah, you don't
even
have Yona
though his
anymore.
off-roll is really not that bad.
Will you get Kutsaurus, do you think? You don't have Yona. Will you get Kutsaurus, maybe? Depending on how busy he is.
I hope so.
Yeah.
That would help us a lot.
Yeah.
Because I checked, I basically calculated everything, and it was like we basically have to beat France and Spain
Okay.
to win, to get into the qualifier or to top 16.
That won't be easy. I think Spain. I can't
Definitely
think of
not.
anybody. Who's in Spain?
Well, Spain is the roster's more stacked than us by like a pretty
Really?
like
Who's in
decent
Spain?
margin. Two top one supports, Gala and Canel.
Don't know them. Okay. I must be
Yeah,
washed. Now I'm washed. Okay. Then who else?
yeah, and you got my ex-teammate Herath. It's like a
Yep.
good hit scan. We've got one ranked player who's not that good, and you've got Health.
Oh, Helv, of course. Helv. Helv is still around? Good old
Yeah.
Helv. I miss Helv. I feel bad for Helv. Okay. All right. So we need to step your level up a little bit then. Okay. So sounds good. Okay. And you were flex support. Long-term goal: get rank 1 in EU and improve to where my country could qualify for World Cup. Short-term: improve my Kiriko in order to try and place top 3 at the Paris LAN. Paris LAN, is that the qualifier or something?
No, the Paris LAN is like
Something else?
It's not from Blizzard. It's like a, I mean, 10K total prize pool kind of thing.
Gotcha.
And it's a LAN in Paris. It's 4th and 5th of March. My team originally was Kran, Ange, me, Tab, and Ken. But
Nice. I remember
couldn't
Ken.
make it because
Wasn't he avoided?
yeah, he was unavoided. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Ken. Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, either way, regardless of how that works out, let's get you good. Yeah. So we got your goals. Break me down your current training schedule. Now I've already showed my hand about my opinion when it comes to training schedule because we talked about balance already. So what's your training schedule?
Well, basically, I tried to like get some more stability because I mean, like a couple months ago, my girlfriend broke up with me, so I could like make a better like. I wanted to get more consistency, so I go to the gym every day, like an hour and a half, like usually in the night or in the evening, I mean, or in the afternoon. Then like 2 hours of uni usually, and I like to go for around like 3 to 4 hours at least of just playing the game.
Okay.
I watched some of your videos and you said like, oh yeah, it's 3 hours is like the sweet spot for staying focused and actually you can still queue, but like not like seriously.
Does that line up with your experience, or are you a little bit different?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Because
Okay.
after 3 hours of Overwatch 2, it's ranked, it's on EU, it's hard to stay focused.
Do you feel like you can improve with that amount of time?
I mean, if it's like different if it's ranked or scrims.
Right.
If it's only scrims, then definitely ranked. I'm not really sure because on EU ranked you can't really. I mean, you can improve like your mechanics and individual stuff, but it's just a lot harder.
And theoretically, that's what we're here for. Unless this is a scrim VOD, or is this a ranked VOD?
No, it's a scrim VOD actually.
Okay. Well, the good news is that
good VODs from scrims, so it's probably more helpful than
it will be. And stuff that I'll talk about in scrims is going to apply to ranked as well. There's like this misconception, I think, and even the way that you were saying it right there, it's like, oh, EU scrims, EU rank, you know. Well, it's not just mechanics. It's the stuff that we're going to talk about is stuff that you can practice in ranked, and that's really important because how often do you scrim right now?
Like not a lot because Crown is busy, Ange busy,
Right.
like everyone's busy. Let me see. We have a schedule, like 3 times a week.
And that's the problem, you see?
Yeah.
So if you're not getting anything out of ranked, then you're going to have a hard time. And a lot of that is just like the mental block. And I get it. You're going to have the Yazin wannabes. You're going to have the French main tank player that doesn't do anything, just instant calls you the N-word if you say anything. Like I mean, it's EU ranked, so it is what it is. But it's like you have to find ways of getting value out of ranked. And to be honest with you, we're not going to even need to do any mental gymnastics. The stuff we're going to talk about in scrims is going to absolutely 100% apply to ranked. And you're going to need to practice that. And you're going to need to especially practice that the days where you don't have scrims, because remember we talked about that 3 or 4 hour rule, right? A lot of that is absorbed with the scrim, so you can kind of chill in ranked, right? But if you don't have scrim, that practice has to be like really, really, really try hard. And it's not even about at that point getting to GM1. It's about like developing the skills so that when you go into scrims the next day, you've had like practice the day before. Like let's not even care about your rank right now. Let's get to be as good of a team player by developing the skills and rank outside of that. Okay. 3 to 4 hours is okay. We can work with that.
Yeah.
That seems good. Do you warm up?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, usually just in queue, I just go into like A9 FBX the code and just shoot
Let me try.
stuff on Kiri and Zen.
Let me try that code then. Can you do codes right now? Because there was a
Uh,
okay, can now. So there was a bug with the workshop
yeah.
with the new update where you couldn't import
Yeah,
a
I
code.
know, but they fixed it. They fixed it.
Okay,
Yeah.
A9 FBX. You said.
Yeah, this code I usually do.
I'm not familiar with this one, so let me try it.
Yeah, I just sit in here with Kiri and Zen. And,
Ooh.
just infinite ammo and hard mode.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
works. This is just like Vaxta basically.
Yeah, it's Vexter, but I like this over Vexter because I think the bot's movement is a bit harder.
It does
I
look.
tried both of them, but
The
I feel
jumps are
like the
good.
bots. Yeah.
Yeah, this looks good. Okay, works for me. I will say that like, especially like once you're already warmed up, I would rather you spend more time in like, and more time out of queue, like actually doing something. You know, stepping away from the computer, touching grass, getting some sun, just so that like because it's like
Yeah.
all about that intensity, and like even when you're like just 3 hours, like it's gonna be like kind of like your mental's gonna go a little bit. So like
Yeah,
take.
I mean, I wasn't doing this all in queue because usually what I was doing in queue is I would just do sit-ups and push-ups while I was waiting for a game. But
Does that tire you
I mean,
out?
it's no, I mean it's like fine.
It's not
It's like
hard.
good.
You're probably too much of an athlete for that to be like actually tired. Just like wakes
Yeah,
you up, you know.
it's not tiring, but it worked. But because I have like an injury, like sports injury,
What
like my
sport did you play?
chiropractor. I mean, just the gym, but I just fell on my tailbone.
Ah,
Like
dude, that
really,
sucks.
it's kind of a bad injury, so I can't. My chiropractor said it's probably not such a good idea to do that.
Okay, okay, makes sense. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, as long as you've got a plan for doing something in queue, your warm up looks fine. Okay. Last thing here, then, unless you have anything else. What do you hope to feel is okay? What do you feel is holding back from improving mentality? Start with that one.
Um, I think mentality, maybe like not having like enough faith that I'm actually like improving. Maybe like not enough positive like feedback that I'm actually doing better.
Well, you're washed, and it sounds like it's
Yeah,
your first time that you've been washed as well.
yeah, true.
That could be really demotivating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You had a really crappy situation previous. You know, you made kind of a
yeah.
mistake. You broke up with your girlfriend as well. So that's like man, what a waste of time. You know. So like, and then I mean, not that that's actually the case, but that's probably what it feels like, right? So of course you're gonna feel demotivated and crappy and like lack of confidence, right? And you're the weakest link in your Dutch team as well, and could be potentially
Probably, yeah.
the reason why you guys do or do not make qualifiers. Now, that's not really the case, but that's probably what it feels like.
Yeah,
You know.
it does.
You know. So
I mean, it felt like that with Marigo as well. That's like part of the reason that I stressed out. I was like, oh shit, I was just playing Mario Kart with my girlfriend, and now it's like the official game, and I'm just sitting here on Zen with 8 deaths per 10.
well,
Yeah,
here's what you need to start building up. You need to build confidence in that your prep and training routine, and then if you go into the game, and then you still have 8 deaths per 10, at least you can look back and be like, well, I did my best. You know, I
yeah.
did my
Well,
best.
I improved the death part at least.
Right. Well, that's what we're saying. It's like when listen. I'm not gonna lie to you and
Yeah,
say that you're not gonna be the weakest link, whether you or Twills, whatever. That we can't fix that in a month from now. It's not possible,
yeah, probably
right?
not.
But what I can give you is level up your play a little bit, and also at least you will be able to sleep at night, even if you guys get 3-0'd. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that you did a good job, you trained hard, and then even for this round, okay, maybe it doesn't work out so well, but maybe for future tournaments or future lands or whatever you want to do with it next, that you put in the work and that you set the stage for improvement, right? The one trap I want you to be very careful about that I think is a really, really easy to trap to fall into is trying trying too hard. So you're in a situation where you're like, stuff is going to start, getting pretty serious in like 3-4 weeks, right? 5 weeks.
Yeah,
Whether it's the Paris line or whatever. Again, you cannot make up for lost time by grinding 8 or 9 hours per day, right? In fact, that's probably going to slow things down. But that's going to be your monkey brain kicking in, telling you what to do, right?
yeah.
Here's what you can do between now and then. You could give yourself the absolute fullest intensity for every 3 or 4 hour block that you have in ranked and scrims as hard as you can, specifically focusing on the stuff that I give you or the things that you're working on in your team, as hard as you can, like really focused. You know, if you got to set a phone timer every 10-15 minutes to remind you, get up and move around, go back full energy. Take whatever measures you need to avoid the tilt, whatever you need to do, but go in fully focused. And then that's it. You're done. That's it. You're done. You know what I'm saying? If you want to keep playing after that and just chill, it's fine. But like, don't try and overcompensate. That's the biggest mistake that you can make. You know, play to your strengths. You know you're going to be the weakest link, so be the best, strongest, weakest link that you can possibly be, and play for the long run. Right? Play for the long run. Yeah. Nobody, you could be a really, really, really good flex support in 6 months. You know what I'm saying? But that's going to start with the seeds that you sow 1 month, like right now, this month. Don't be like the 5-year-old.
I mean, that's good, because I mean, I could be good for the actual tournament, for the actual World Cup, if we actually make it somehow through the top 16.
Don't be the 5-year-old that plants the tomato seed and then waters it 7 times a day. You know what I'm saying? And then drowns the seed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's like, it feels like you're doing things, but you should sometimes the best thing you can do is absolutely nothing. But when you do it, you need to do it, right? That's what 5-year-olds do, right? They water the seed 7 times a day and then they forget about it for 3 days in a row. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That we have to avoid that. Same thing with the growth thing. Okay, mentality with that. The best way to have confidence is just have confidence in the preparation that you're doing, and then not worry about whether you're confident or not, because the preparation will do its own work. I'm not saying that you can't choke. Of course, people choke all the time. It happens, but you can't worry about that either. Let's talk about macro. So you feel your macro is holding you back from improving. Elaborate, please.
Yeah, because I think my mechanics are like pretty decent. I've had like people telling me like, oh yeah, your mechanics are like decent. It's like on par with Exarath. But I've gone back into like the VODs as well and checked myself like, why are we losing these fights on Kiri. And I think like the main problem is like the macro and like the CD usage. So like my Suzu's, like I was trying last thing that I was like picked up from my own play that I need to improve is my Suzu's blocking like the burst, right? Because Crown is pretty aggressive on Monkey.
Right.
And he was just getting blown up, and I wasn't preventing the burst on him.
Right. It's anticipating.
The bubble breaks.
You know, like it's going to happen, and not waiting until he's crit before you Suzu. Okay, yeah. That was a huge skill in the Overwatch League Grand Finals for Kiriko's. Okay, and then cooldown usage, I guess macro cooldown usage, same kind of thing for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to go over before we actually look at the gameplay?
Let me see. No, I think that's all right. Also, maybe should. I was like, also, what's funny, if you check my like my profile, I was like, I think around season 34th or 33. No, season 35-ish. I was starting to become like, you know what a stat player is?
Yeah, I know what a stat player is. I'm one of them.
Yeah.
I'm a tank stat player.
Yeah. So I was just going on Zen, and I was like, oh wow, these guys like Provide and Khan, they have 7k damage per 10 on Zen. I need to get 7k damage per 10 on Zen. So I was just constantly pressing tab, checking my damage, right? And I mean, it's just gone like season 32 was like 4,577, and then it's like 4-5 flat, and then it goes down from there, and then you see like good stats on Zen but low elo.
I mean, welcome to my world. So I mean, that's when you just have to kind of like look objectively. I mean, and look at like when you were farming the stats, what is that encouraging you to do? You know?
Yeah, I mean, it was dying a lot, because every time I got high damage, I was just on 7 deaths per 10.
Okay.
Which missed out on like other stuff.
And also, when you're farming a high damage stat, what are you aiming for?
Just shooting tanks.
Right, and we don't even have to elaborate why that might be a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get a code for me or a VOD.
Yes. Yesterday we scrimmed against Team Finland, so with like Festola, Sauna, Dollar and stuff. No, Ripper's unfortunately not playing. They had some other ranked guy who was like rank 6. Let me get the code for you.
Sounds good.
Probably the first lobby with Festola on Diva was like this one. Okay. It's on Ilios. I hope it works, because my teammates sent it to me because I was dumbass and didn't
That's
copy
fine.
it, so I just went and ranked.
I'm sure it will work. 5, 4, 3, 2, and it does.
It's on Ilios, right? Ilios?
Yes, it is.
Alright, good. Awesome.
I'm going to leave the rank as diamond in my UI because I don't care. Okay, so Crest, Prep. I don't know any of these people besides Vistola and Dala.
Yeah, so
okay.
you have Vistola, yeah, Dollar obviously. Crest is Sauna.
Sauna. Okay, yeah.
Prep is ranked player and Mixi is also ranked player. Our Torb is a tank player who's like 4 on DPS.
Just a ringer.
Yeah, because basically Ken said he couldn't make the LAN, and Tap's flight was too expensive. He said, "Yeah, I have transfer cancer, so I can't."
Oh yeah, he's over in NA right now.
Yeah, so we have Pastor, McReefer is Pastor, and Shira is just Belgian guy.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I know Pastor. Yeah. Doomfist player, right?
Yeah, Flex DPS Doom guy.
Gotcha. Okay, so let's talk a little bit. Is this something similar to the composition that you guys can be playing, kind of, sort of?
Yes, probably. That's why I picked this VOD, because there was like more VODs where I was just playing bad, but I want to improve my carry, and with this comp, because if we want to get like top 3 at least on the LAN, we have to play like some cheese comp. We can't just play full meta because we have a tank player on like DPS.
Yeah,
we're not gonna win.
Yeah, of course. Well, here's the fun thing for you though, because we spent a little bit of time initially talking about your Suzu with Kron playing aggressive.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden that doesn't apply anymore. I don't think Kron, I mean, maybe it doesn't apply as much, but I don't think a diva is going to be demanding Suzu as much, especially not as reactively, or I guess as proactively, because diva just has perma-matrix, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like, oh, bubble breaks, she dies. So what are you thinking with your Suzu?
I mean, these guys were like trying to, I was cleansing a lot of nades, because their Ano's like just hitting nades of his life.
Yeah.
Cleansing a lot of nades, and I was just waiting for like their diva to fly on us, and I was like, yeah, I need to prevent like the echo right click burst with diva on a naded Torb or Kree.
Sure. How do you beat this composition, just like generally, and then what do you think your playstyle is going to be to kind of complement that? I mean, let's put it this way: before you even walk out of spawn, you don't even know their comp, right? What are you thinking?
I mean, we're trying to, our win con was, we were starting in Cage. We were going to play Cage and try and look at their comp, maybe like brawl a bit, put the turret, and then try to rotate through point.
Okay.
Just play point.
Okay. What about you? What are you thinking?
I mean, just trying to keep the diva up, just spam a bit when no one's low.
Yeah.
Link to, like Suzu, my Kree Torb, who were the guy.
Yeah.
It's like Kree Torb is like who they're gonna go for, like on dive.
Here's my thought process. If your Kree Torb win their duels or able to survive their duels, your comp is going to win. If they don't, they're going to lose. I think it's that simple. I think it could be really easy to get obsessed with like the tank trade here, but I don't think that's how it's going to be win or lost. Like I think like you look at their comp and you're like, oh, you know, the Echo Mercy, Tracer, Diva, like they could dive my cast, like it could be kind of spooky, like we might lose that. But then at the same time, like if you're not able to hold like space with your Torb cast, you're just going to lose. Like every time they're going to take too many angles and then you're just going to lose. So I want you to be really attentive to like trying to keep these DPS alive, and then also you trying to take angles yourself to like pre-pressure out their Echo.
Yeah, what I was doing is this Ana was like sitting on the high ground, right, on the side high ground, and he was just scoped in. So like when there's no danger, I was trying to climb up onto the lighthouse and just trying to get headshots on him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is very similar to like what London had to do last season. This kind of composition, right, where you're running a Lucio comp, but you cannot bunker. Like you just can't bunker. And the only time that you've ever been able to bunker in Overwatch 2 is the start of Junker Queen meta. You know what I'm saying, with the old shout. Like you just can't bunker. You have to be proactive. You have to be like controlling space, controlling angles, assisting DPS, and so on. So like I want you to be like, even though they have like, oh, Tracer, right? Like we don't want to bunker. We want to, so we can set up briefly, but we have to be thinking like right here, like this is,
look, this nade.
This is what I'm talking about, right? Like I'm not your guys' coach here, but this is terrifying to me. Like you gave Echo the best staging ground in the entire game, which is this building right here. You gave the easiest nades. You can't possibly matrixes. Your Cassidy has 0 sightlines whatsoever. Now I'm not coaching you as much right now, but this is important for you, because if your Cassidy or Torb swings out here, you need to go with them and make sure that they can control this angle here, because this is going to be how you guys win. going out here and controlling this angle, or if they swing wide here,
on the
right, or towards point or whatever. But there has to be something proactive here because you guys are going to lose so much. Suzu's fine. It felt like it was probably necessary.
Yeah, but probably because the Echoes was trying to go right, so I was like, maybe some.
But you're already but respectfully, you're already taking me off right now. What should you be doing right now? I want you to use your ears and tell me what you should be doing. Listen carefully.
Looking for this Tracer.
Yes, you should be. Yes. You should be looking for this Tracer. Now, right now, she's not shootable, but you need to be looking for this Tracer. You need to be pressuring out this Tracer. Remember, this is what your hero does. You do a lot of healing. Your team doesn't need a lot of healing right now, though. But you also have extremely high mobility and you're very good at dueling, right? Duel the Tracer, shoot the Tracer, pressure her off your team. This is the least return on investment you can be going right now, right? You would literally be better off right now throwing shots at the Echo Mercy even though they're like not likely to hit the damage, right? You have to break this mindset. This isn't the I think this is like a carryover from like if you're playing like hardcore Winston brawl comps, you know what I'm saying? Where you do have to spend a little bit more time doing this. But this is just, it's like the one time, like, I'm so angry at Blizzard for doing this because there's every Kiriko has this mistake, like every single one, unless you're like Magic, you know?
Yeah, I was playing like him in ranked and I was just losing. So, what was happening is I was like, oh, I have Magic stats. I'm like 5.3k damage per turn.
Right.
Fury.
But it's how you do it, right? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you're throwing damage shots at Tracer is not actually going to farm that much damage, nor is it likely to get a kill. But it's about keeping her off and keep pressuring her off, and also making sure that you're aware of like where your actual threats are. You know, it's not even about like playing for yourself. It's just about your biggest return on investment, right? Your biggest, like right now. How do you guys get this kill?
Yeah, only
you rotate out, right? You rotate it out. You rotate it out, and you contribute to this. This is good. I will say right now that like I want to know where Tracer is. Did you know she was here? Oh, you
was in my face there.
I know. Did you know she was? I know that was weird. Did you know she's on point?
No.
Okay.
I thought she was. I thought she was like top right, like staging.
Yeah, I did too. But this is
trying to shoot turret. That's what I thought.
This is a problem, right? Take it. Look, where is she? Like, take a pot shot, right? Yeah. Whatever, you guys win. Get off the point. Get off the point. Get off the point. I just beg that you guys. I know you said I was biting my tongue when you said, "Oh, we wanted to go to point." I'm like, "Oh, no, please, no." In the year of our Lord 2023, people still think fighting on point is good. Like, this is horrible. This is just like respectfully horrible.
Look the snake.
Like, I mean, I know, but like you're like, oh, he's laying the nades of his life, bro. A Platon, I could do this. I'm telling you, like, it's too easy. Like, look at how much space this diva gets. Where is this? Look at how much space this Tracer gets. Look at the staging that this Echo is going to be able to get over point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And look at you. You're doing no damage. You're not controlling space. Now, the reason why I'm harping on this with you is because I want to help your team. I like you guys, you know. But I want you like Anj and Kron, and obviously like those are my buddies. But like I also think like it impacts your playstyle so much. Like consider you walk out here, your Torb's like here, your Cassidy's like here, right? You're here. You can even wall climb up here, take some pot shots, pressure out Tracer, pressure out Diva. You know, you have like look at the space it gives you for your TP as well. You know what I'm saying? Like you have a great escape option if you get hard dove. You know, but like now it's like oh my days, like. I'm not even angry right now because where are your damage angles right now? How could you shoot this Tracer? How can you shoot this Echo? There's nowhere to go.
It's not possible, really. We just sat on point and killing each other with Echo Mines.
Right. There's no possible way. You're just slowly dying.
Yeah, we actually win this fight. I'm pretty sure somehow. I don't remember how, but.
Nice.
No, we don't actually win.
Okay, oh my days! Stupid noise. Replay viewers always coming up with new fresh bugs to annoy me. And like here, this is where it's like, can we do like a bait rotate? Can we clear top first? I mean, top is always spooky, I'm not gonna lie, but like you could do like bait rotate here. Here's what you could do. You could fake rotate here, like go up in here and peek out here, and then do a quick rotate into the Tracer here, and then have your Torb looking at the Tracer, your Lucio looking at the Tracer, and then your Cass is on the Echo, right? Your Cass and Diva are on the Echo. You could definitely kill this guy. I mean, look, do you see this? He's getting sloppy.
Yeah, he's flying.
Right, he thinks that the angle's over here, Like you guys rotate over here, but then you rotate back and catch him with his pants down here, and then you could rotate. Even if you don't catch him, you rotate all the way out through here, and then like you can start to pressure up the on. You can set up a dive and on at the same time. You guys double back, 3, 2, 1. You your cast and your Lucio speed out and try and catch the Echo again. It's like all these like split pushes. You know what I'm saying? With these fake rotates. But like this is like you see like this is just feels horrible.
Yeah, we just sign choke.
Right. Just doesn't work anymore. This isn't GOAT's meta, you know? It's not old double shield. Yeah. We had a huge advantage. This is a huge ego toot here, but I don't care. Toot my own horn here. It's like with London, because I knew this was going to be the case in Overwatch 2, that turtling was dead. And so when we played Ryan Maycom, so we just played it totally different from how people thought. And not even teams like Glads tried to like mimic us, but they didn't know how to play it, right? Yeah. So like you can't do this. Okay. Yeah. I mean, this is what happens, right? This is over. This is what like honestly, like who is Kron Mr. Matrix right now? Where is Kron Mr. Matrix?
Yeah, everywhere.
Tracer,
you should be 360ing.
Right. It's impossible. So, okay. And I don't have a lot of feedback for you because this is why like sometimes ranked VODs are almost better sometimes. I'm not saying that necessarily the case, but it's because sometimes like ranked, like there's always a lot of different play styles going on at the same time. So like I can read how you react and things like that. But like right now it's like you're just plugged into like the worst possible machine ever. And so it's like I can't even blame you for what's happening. Your Suzus have been fine. I'm definitely mad at you not looking at Tracer sometimes. But like this is just a disaster. You guys didn't even try and fake rotate. Okay, I will say this. I
think plot twist though. I think we honestly win this map. I
wouldn't be surprised. This is really bad though, right here. So your Kiriko ult is fine. This is one of the situations where I think it's okay to just go to point, just run to point, but then still do like a fake rotate or whatever. But yeah, running to point here is fine because if you have a Kiriko ult on point, now all of a sudden it's okay. Maybe we can at least cap point, and then as soon as we cap point, if we get the opportunity, let's try and get out. You know what I'm saying? But what I don't like is what you're doing right now. This is brain off. I know there's a lot of stress pressure right now, but what should you be doing right now?
I mean, not focusing on the tank trade.
Right. If you could
go on the Tracer, that's like on the left, shooting the turret. Like more on...
Right, exactly. So I think it's fine that you're shooting Vestola now, but as soon as you get the opportunity, like even before the Tracer pops up, should be looking for her, right? Go look for her head. Because like this, you see your brain's just off, you know? You could the other thing, right? The other thing, I mean, because you're just shooting into Matrix as well. Like it's like your body is like locked into I press damage at red thing, right? And even better than that, you could be looking for like listening for Echo to drop, right? And be pre-firing on an Echo, right? Or pre-firing on the Tracer or something. This has to be better than what we're doing now. Because what did you do? You did 80 damage, not even 80 because of the damage reduction. So you did like 50 damage to a Diva instead of pre-firing on Tracer. Or maybe hitting a headshot or a body shot, couple body shots in this Echo. Like
just even healing my Tracer in the duel.
Right, exactly.
Than just hitting Crown that's in Matrix.
Right, exactly. Because again, that's how you're going to win this fight, right? It's going to be with what happens here. Not because neither tank is in an aggressive position enough to like really decide the fight, right? So. I mean, there we go, right? So your Suzu gets eaten, that sucks. We've got 12 Matrixes on the battlefield right now, but you turn to the Tracer, you instantly force recall. You guys can actually kill this Tracer now. So, ironically, you've done more
in this 1 second than the whole
one frame
than the whole Fox event.
Than the entire exactly the entire 3 seconds, 4 seconds before, and the 3 and 4 seconds afterwards. Hey, look at that. I mean, look at how much pressure this is, right? Do you see this? Like, it's done really poorly, but like, yeah. Nice. Like this is what's happening. You see how you guys are like taking angles and like causing chaos, right? But you're working together. Like obviously you don't have the mercy pocket, but Lucio and Kiriko are really good at doing this. You know, you're Lucio and you and your Kiriko. You guys could be anywhere that you want to be at any point in time. Okay. Look for the. Okay, she's low. Don't. I mean, I guess it's okay. She's so aggressive that maybe it's okay. But yeah, you can kind of see there, like that's probably the better return on investment. Okay, TP. Probably fine, just to play it safe.
Want to defend the burst there.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. Like it was like
he's gonna lose armor.
Right, the fight's won. Just make sure that nothing unlucky happens. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It seems okay to me. Okay. Oh. Whoa. We like it. I like it. We're actually holding space. These, like, even
yeah, sort of. High ground is probably better, but
yeah. I mean, yeah, but this is still okay. And I also like the tracer swap as well. It's exact same reasoning, right? Like, you guys are just more proactively holding space. Like, I think you guys could even win the tracer duel here. So I have a question for you right here. I don't think it's necessarily bad that you're here, but don't hesitate if you see an opportunity to go help your tracer with the duel. Like, you know, like if Kron can avoid taking damage or even whatever, just if you see an opportunity, go help your tracer with the duel. Yeah. I mean, right. You see this? So what's this tracer gonna do? She's gonna have to disengage, right?
Mega's already taken. She just Pastor's got the Mega from him, so he's like stuck here.
Right. So he's out. He's gonna have to disengage. He's not likely to die, but he's gonna have to disengage. So then all of a sudden they're playing 4v5. You can go swing back and start playing a hyper aggressive on the side of the map because the tracer's literally useless. Can't do anything. You see that? Now they're out. Now you can completely just go hard tunnel on your torb. You can throw shots, whatever. Like, this is really good. And even this, right? This is great. Love it. Look at this. This is great. This is great. This is making me very happy. This is really, really good. From both you.
I was going for the tracer there as well.
For you and your team, this is good. And now you have your Suzu, so you could just greed if you want to. Okay, we don't even need to. Yeah, this is great. Do you see how, like, as soon as you guys started to get chaotic a little bit, and like help each other out on different angles and like look for dives and look for more aggressive, not even more aggressive stuff, just more not clumping up in a tight bunch. This just immediately felt better. Immediately.
Yeah.
And obviously it's been a large portion of that has been your play, right? Which is why it's so important. This is fine.
Yeah, I should have been more up with Tracer. Maybe I was trying to help Torb because I heard Tracer's
I think it's okay. You can instantly force recall, then maybe pursue. I don't think it's like a big deal. I think it just depends on what you guys want. I honestly think like Kron should have just like let them walk forward and not died for it, because they were gonna touch, you know.
Yeah. But the Fox to D.Va that's gonna come in.
Yeah, there it is again. You know, it's just like this. You headshot this tracer, it's over. Body shot this tracer, it's over. She's gonna. Okay. And the funny thing here is you could even give point if you wanted to. You could, like, if they're super greedy to like touch point, you could be like, oh, y'all have it, we're gonna win the fight elsewhere.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. That's the new change, right? So you can, with the rate of fire, you can always weave in a damage shot without slowing down your heals. So that's huge right there. Like here, yes, Tracer has to die. If you Tracer dies, you maybe win this. Unlucky.
It's with all.
Don't. You're getting stuck again. You see it?
Yeah, shooting the D.Va again.
There was nothing to shoot but the D.Va, but then the Tracer showed up, but you're still shooting D.Va. And you can see it's just not great. Now D.Va's fine because she's low. Huge. Ah!
Look at this guy. Look at this kid.
Still on, no way! No way! What's the Goblin, man?
He's not gonna remake. Oh, he is gonna remake.
Ah! Echo. Okay, you got a TP out. Oh, that TP sucks. That's unfortunate.
We get him again. Tracer force 3 call.
Nice. The Torb turret just doing work. Alright.
I don't know. Has died to the turret though.
Yeah. Okay.
But we won the match.
Yeah. Alright, what are you seeing from let's focus on you, right? We talked about team stuff, but what's the big thing for you?
Not stacking with core and forcing out Tracer, looking for Tracer.
Right.
For the duel and not shooting the Matrix.
Right. It definitely depends on the composition, but most 99% of the time, you're gonna be looking for opportunities to assist your off angles, decide whether your tank is going to need the heal bot playstyle, and then even if you do have to heal bot, you want to kind of prioritize shooting, not the enemy tank. You want to try and put pressure on off angles, put pressure on DPS. Like if you're playing even in the Winston composition, if you could shoot the Reaper, right? or the Sojourn or whatever, then that's going to be a big
Yeah,
one.
I had some good effect against Team Germany. I got like some picks, like early fight, killed the Kiri once, killed the Sojourn before the fight once.
It's just the cooldowns that you forced too. Like we saw how many times how many times did you actually like headshot and kill the Tracer? Well, not many, but you forced a lot of blinks. You forced a couple of recalls, you know, and that's where like you win fights off of that. It doesn't feel great. It's not dopamine inducing, but it's the best thing, you know. And so much of Overwatch is just like, it's easy to do the easy things, but like, you know, like to sit and heal beam as Mercy, you get to hear the little ding, 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 or the sound, you know? But it's not, damage boost isn't as satisfying, but it's what you need to do, and it's the same kind of thing with Kiriko. So, Ball?
Yeah, because we were trying to test like something out. We were just like, oh yeah, Ball is like a lot of HP.
Yeah.
So we were like trying to test maybe it works, but I think we swap off after the first fight.
I feel like it might just be the map. It's not super good for it. I feel like in other maps maybe it's okay. And this is probably the best Ilios map for Ball, but I don't know. I feel like Ball versus Ramacha is not a horrible matchup. E is obviously problematic, but like he literally does like no damage to you at all. So like even here, it's like, okay, let's think about this for a second. Like I don't want to necessarily leave my Torbjorn entirely, but you're the macro coach for Team Blue here, okay? How do we set up versus this composition? Who's where, doing what, with who? Think about it.
I mean, Tracer's like just gonna be with Ball together. They're gonna be together, both going on the same target, going on like, I don't know, like Lucio or like something. I don't know, Ange is like on an off angle, and then I'm with Torb or on off angle probably.
Let me ask you a question. When is your Torbjorn going to need healing?
Only like when Echo Tracer on him.
Okay, and will the healing be enough to keep him alive if the Ramacha or Echo can access him?
And if it's Ramacha or Echo on him, then probably not.
If
it's
over,
just a
right?
Tracer, then
so who do you think needs speed more in this composition?
Needs speed?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Tracer.
Okay. Here's a question for you. What if you had Ange and Torbjorn sitting here, and Ange just basically makes sure that your Torbjorn's inaccessible, right?
Yeah.
Keep spamming whatever. What if you went with your Tracer and Ball here?
Then I would have to make sure that I'm able to TP out. But if I can, then it's like fine. Just play until I'm forced out.
Okay. I don't know. I don't think you sitting with Torb is going to be enough. I think you end up shooting Ramacha a lot. I think you could get a lot of value to playing hyper aggressive here. And I think if you have Tracer and Ball, you're always going to have an escape route because they're never ever going to be stacked like directly on top of each other. And that's not even including the Torbjorn and TP on. Yeah,
I think shooting Ram is, I mean, if he's in Nemesis, then it's like obviously not very good at all shooting him. But you can four-shot him if he's just in normal form.
Yeah, no armor. Yeah. Okay. Even then though, like this doesn't feel good to me.
This is just AI, just AFK, just healing nothing.
You're like, oh, I don't know, like, okay.
If I'm on left, it's like so much better. Like push up next to Tracer.
Surely. Like, surely. You know what I'm saying? Like who do you push if you're Ramacha? What do you do if you're this team? You know, if you're there, like it's like my point is that if you're with your Torbjorn and they actually like properly dive him, if he messes up, you're not going to be able to save him. It's over. Not even with Suzu and healing. If they get on him, it's over. So why like, he's not going to be taking much damage anyway. Just let Ange stay here, you know, and go help this. I think this has to be the case. And this is, I think, the skill set that needs to be like. Obviously, I have a little more experience with you with this kind of like theory crafting stuff, but if you want to really put yourself into elite level here, you're going to need to be like looking at these compositional matchups, and even just before you roll out a spawn, and be like, what do I think I'm going to be doing here? You know what I'm saying? What can I be trying? What can I be theory testing? What can I be testing? Because like obviously like right now we don't have mirror matchups right now. This is not, oh, we're playing goats for 6 months or not. It's going to change week to week. It's going to change month to month. And if you're not like thinking this stuff out loud, then you're just going to be behind the curve. You know, don't be a meta slave. Yeah. Don't wait on somebody else to do the theory crafting for you. You know what I'm saying? This is just lazy. And the other problem with this as well is whenever you play it like this, and like you played like the previous round, you don't learn anything from this, do you? If you go with a ball tracer and I'm a jackass and my idea sucks and you end up dying off of cooldown, you learned something, didn't you?
Yeah, probably.
You learned nothing from this. Nothing outside of right? So I'm not saying that aggression is always the play, but at least if you're going to play hyper defensive, be doing it on purpose for the purpose of testing it, you know? And this is, by the way, we talk about scrims to ranked. Well,
yeah,
there you go. Because ranked, you're going to have Pharah OTPs and Torb OTPs and Symmetra OTPs, and you're going to play Brawl, and you're going to play Brawl Dive Hybrid and Brawl Dive Spam Hybrid, right? So if you don't have, and especially like with Havana back in the map pool, you've got sniper matchups, like you have to learn. You have to learn how to play. Now, obviously, you might be playing Zenyatta and things like that, but let me tell you something else.
Yeah.
Same thing applies with Zenyatta as well. Zenyatta doesn't play the exact same every single matchup either. You can go hyper-aggressive as Zenyatta and some stuff, but if they play so-and-so, you can't go hyper-aggressive, and you need to be figuring those situations out.
I was trying to, like, one map, on the new map, Arctic Peninsula.
Yep.
I proposed a theory-crafted thing that I wanted to try with them.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of working. I proposed Chiron, Sombra, and then Ball Tracer, Zen Brig.
Yeah.
And we were blowing up the D.Va every fight, but still losing. But it was like kind of working.
I mean, it's a theory, right? And obviously, just because the theory doesn't work the first time doesn't mean it's bad. It just might maybe you guys haven't figured it out yet. So yeah, I mean that's what we want to see, right? But we have to do that like every round. Like every round you roll out right now. Now there's the Nemesis form, and I promise you that you're going to be shooting this Nemesis and continue to shooting this Nemesis. Oh, no, we're just going to heal. We're going to do even worse, okay? I mean, obviously the healing was needed there. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. The healing was needed, but like right there. Why are you healing there again?
Yeah.
You know? Like even there, that shot, that volley on you just, it's like what I would call, this is a big problem with lower rank Kirikos. It's less of an issue with higher rank Kirikos, where they get sticky with it, you know? They damage, and then they keep damaging longer than they should. And then they heal, and then they keep healing for longer than they should. And they also get stuck on targets as well. Like right there. You 1 damage on Ramatra, he shields. You throw 2 shots in the shield. Why?
Yeah, it's like just not good.
Right. You guys are doing a great job, like causing chaos here. Like this is... I'm surprised you swap off with the ball here. Oh, they go D.Va, I guess. Now with that will definitely make it a little bit harder. But again, to me, the same kind of concept applies. Like maybe you're not permanently diving in their backline, not that they're on D.Va. However, the mindset still of like taking angles, it's the same thing as the first round, right? The same exact thing. Like right there. Why are we healing our Torb? Now, okay, we're out. Suzu's good. I don't know where that Suzu went.
No, it got eaten by Festodo, flew up on
I hate that guy. What a rat.
Yeah.
But he was definitely the problem with Paris Eternal last season.
The problem?
Well, yeah, he was. I mean, he got cut, right? So definitely was the issue. Nice sarcasm coming out.
Yeah, it's definitely the problem. Same with Vancouver, to be honest.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Shockwave and Psycho are the problem for sure.
Yeah. I mean, we saw Psycho's Genji. I mean, he looked like Plat Genji Blade, so clearly that's an accurate representation of his skill.
Yep. Yeah.
What is going on here?
Just sitting in spawn healing Torb.
I mean, like right there, you know, the heal is obviously necessary. You see the stickies.
Yeah,
Whatever.
this is not good. This is not good. I should have shot Echo more. I should have started earlier.
Yeah.
This is fine. This is not good.
It's funny,
really
like
good.
you guys did so well because you're all like super creative and like causing chaos, and then now look at where we're at right now.
Just stacked up again.
We're all stacked up again.
Narnia.
And look at what this Echo has now. Look at all the space this Echo has. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. How is she allowed to do this? Like,
it's criminal.
You know, it's like I don't know, man. There's a reason why I'm like so obsessive with like angles and map control and things like that, because I think it's like the respectfully, it's why Western players are so stupid. It's why Koreans are always better. I think that Eastern players just have a better understanding of like map control and stuff, and like whenever like Western players struggle, it's always like, guys, we just need to be together and go 3-2-1. We need to go faster, play more aggressive, right?
That's what Timo always says.
Yeah, we need to play more aggressive, guys, more faster. You know, 3-2-1. You know.
Yeah, always Bembas and Timo say that.
Yeah. Well, it's funny though, because it's Western players when stuff gets difficult, they always focus on timing, right? You know, it's all about like being on as a team at the same time. whenever Eastern players, I don't know that much about Eastern players, but I always notice that Eastern players always put a priority on map control. They're both equally important, I would go as far to say. But the problem is that there's sometimes too much of an emphasis on it, you know? We just need to go more aggressive, guys. Go W faster. It's like the NA contenders thing.
So actually,
I mean, you see it, right? You see
go
it.
quicker.
You see it, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, guys, they're
like top right
right, guys, we're playing versus Yazin. Let's play inside. No. You've just confirmed that you're losing the game now.
Yeah.
Like you have no, like once again, you're a broken gear in a machine. I don't know how to tell you what to do here. Like, what can you do but heal bot? Yeah. You know, what option is there?
Yeah, I mean, might be more productive to like for the last map. Maybe watch like a part. I played. We won playing Babson against Cloudy as well when they subbed Cloudy and instead of Pistola.
Okay.
Could watch that instead of the last map.
Finished as well.
Yeah, he is. And we won actually the whole map.
Nice. We'll just speed through, but I think this is. Yeah, I mean, this is so.
Yeah, this is like the same stuff.
Yeah.
It's probably more productive. I can send you the code. It's like not much time left in the thing.
That's fine.
Watch like
sure.
a little bit. Yeah. Let's see, there it is. Yeah.
And we can run a few minutes over as well. I almost always run over my sessions.
Let's chill.
Over current session. Okay, just messaging my next victim. Okay.
Next victim.
Don't look at the quick play. Guess you saw nothing. Not gonna lie, I listen to VODs and music, you know, just chilling quick play. Gotta get my gotta get my new what am I saying? My battle pass up, you know.
Yeah, respectable. New carry skin is really good.
I gotta get the.
Unless you're like Slay, who just drops $100 to buy it. You have to play the game.
I think Imagine did too. I saw Imagine posted something about it. What a rat.
Yeah, both of them paid. Slay, Imagine both paid.
Okay. Now, this is why I love the game of Overwatch, because so much of it carries over, right? So you're playing Zenyatta. What are you thinking about right now? What are your priorities?
I mean, the main priority is just put pressure on Ryan. You're not streaming anymore, by the way, so if you're in the mod, but yeah, put pressure on Ryan. Yeah, here it is. So put pressure on Ryan. Play the correct distance that Ryan can't. I mean, you know, Cloudy, he just pins on you. And on this map, Sauna was cooking a lot of stuff. Cooking something. He was like flanking, so same for the Emmy Tracer, but he was not getting much done.
Yep. So this is it's hard, isn't it? Because you're like, you know, Zen is really like this is where I think the gap between Kiriko and Zen is teeny tiny. Because well, actually, you know what? No, because Kiriko has the same problem in a different way. Your damage is very high versus tanks. If you're but if you hit one body shot in a Tracer, they're cooked with Discord. That's really, really frustrating, right? So you could see the problem, right? What do? You could even have good shield damage, right? So what do you do?
Yeah.
Same thing with Kiriko, right? Kiriko has like remarkably good body shot pressure, but she has pretty decent healing output. So heal botting is not good, but you can heal a lot. So what do? You see what I'm saying? So it's all about finding that nuance. Zen, you never have to worry about healing your tank usually, but there's a lot of concern about my damage output, right? So let's
and orbs as well, and
right,
DPS
exactly. Do you Discord Ryan? Do you Discord Tracer? Which one is more valuable? Well, most of the time you're going to be prioritizing who's playing most aggressively, right? That's the plat answer. Yeah. Everybody should know that. If you mess it up, I'm going to be upset. However, what if they're equally like? What if Cloudy is pinning and Sauna's on the flank? You know. That's a challenge. This new pin change is actually so underrated. Like 1 second lower, it's like 15-20% more of an uptime on charge. It's actually huge.
Yeah.
It's so much easier. So I will say this. So what you're doing now, I think, is like where we can objectively say it's bad. Because what are you doing right now?
Shooting air.
Right, you're shooting air. You're not actually hitting anything. There's no active tank pressure. There's no active shield pressure. So where should your attention be right now?
Looking for the Tracer
Right.
that's on the flank.
Right. Can I Harmony this? Can I Discord this? Because you're not actually getting in decent tank damage, so why are you even picking this? Or if you're going to do this, at least have the dignity to like really truly aim for Sona back there. You know what I'm saying? Like hit a couple of shots on him or something like this. This is disgusting, to be honest with you. There you go. But I wouldn't go this.
For him. There he is.
Right. So there he is. Okay, so there you go. Harmony and Echo, please. Thank you. Again, it just like, and now like another opportunity to shoot Tracer was missed. And I don't like us like actively going to search for Tracer. I would have just preferred just to sit on this corner here and peek, you know, or sit on this corner like right here and peek or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Or even here, right? Like sit here, but like actually peek Tracer and then go back to shooting right here. I feel like this has been really, really sloppy from our mechanics, from the targets that we're shooting. And I would go as far to say, like, right now, like, I would not be discording right. I definitely think this Tracer was playing too aggressively. We need to prioritize that. Okay, now she's out, so they're back on Ryan, right? Or back on Cassidy. Nice. Nice. Where's Tracer? Okay, Tracer. Now Tracer, see, Tracer's messed up. I don't know if she got a recall for us, but now she's here, so you could completely ignore her, right? And just burn tanks, burn DPS, right? Okay, now she's back in. Now priority. Nice shot. Oh, well, I will say, like, a little bit better corner discipline there was important. That Tracer was like, you were just one shot away from dying there, you know? So just a little bit tighter with your corner discipline there would have been helpful. Okay.
Yeah, we were backing because they're speeding on.
Yeah. Where's Tracer?
Yeah, I haven't heard it yet. Yeah.
Okay. Here's the plot twist. They're not even on Tracer right now.
Yeah. So okay. I don't know.
So where's Sojourn? Where's Cassidy? Where's stuff going on? I mean, here's the cook. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, here's the cook.
Here, so
there he is.
You know it.
Yeah, I hear him now, and I'm looking for him. There he is. There's the cook.
This wide swing is making me clench my butt cheeks. I'm not gonna lie. If Sona's like on his A game here or like ready to go, you are dead right now.
Yeah. I think I died to this once as well when he actually gets it right, but now he dies.
I mean, he just straight up, not gonna lie, plat mechanics from him there. That was horrendous. Yeah, there you go. Good Discord, good Harmony. Nice. Easy peasy. Like when you're on, you're on, you know what I'm saying? Like when you're on, but sometimes it just feels like your brain it's like the Kiriko thing, like your brain just kind of goes into la la land and you just kind of like, oh, I see red, and just kind of shoot it in their general direction, you know? And this is where absolutely right, you know? He's showing shield, absolutely.
What?
Sorry, look at this is what I'm talking about. Look at this. I mean, obviously it's 0.25, so it is always going to make you look a little worse. But look at this.
He's shooting him.
Like you've just got duct tape on your mouse one. It's just like going off, you know? Like that, we want to avoid that, you know? Like if it's Ryan shield, even when it's Ryan shield, right? You're aiming for the Ryan's head behind the shields. The second that shield drops, or the Cassidy behind the shield, the second that shield drops, you're hitting something, you know? It's just about being in the habit of always engaged, you know?
Yeah. Trying to cook the bride, trying to get cheeky 5-0.
Right. And this also ties back when the first thing we were talking about with training schedule, right? If this is how you're playing during those 3 hours, you're not going to be doing so well. You have to be. This can't be the level of play that we're at right now. Now, let me cut you some slack. So when I say you're fully engaged for 3 to 4 hours, I'm not expecting you to perform everything better. But if I ask you right now, are you really focused on like playing versus their enemy composition, like adjusting your playstyle? Probably not. Are you really focused on your orb usage right now? I mean, it's not been bad, but it's been a little sluggish.
No.
Are you really positioning like S tier right now with your no? Are you really focused on like your mechanics or who you should be shooting right now? No. So you're not tuned in on anything.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, I was just playing. I was kind of tunneled on just trying to stay out of pin range and just only shoot Ryan. I was not like actually
Right, and that's
thinking about enemy DPS.
and that's just not turned on enough for me for this practice to be good. Like if we're really focused on like your target selection and your orb usage, like it looks really bad. I don't really care, but like nothing looks like you're really putting enough attention to it right now. And it was the same thing a little bit with the previous round as well. Although I'll get you a little bit more slack in the previous round, but this is ugly. Like this is ugly, you know.
Yeah, true.
This is good, but even here, like just. If he's not there, don't shoot. Right now, where's that DPS? Okay. Oh my days. What was that?
There we got one shot.
Window high noon. 3, 2, 1. Holy cow. Run. Oh, you're gonna die card. That's fine. Yeah, I don't think you could have gotten out anyway.
No way. They have speed.
Oh, not with Lucio Sojourn.
Yeah.
You know, the wall's really taking a beating. Now your teammates are really taking a beating.
Well, the crown is taking a beating.
Like, what is going on? What is going on?
Cheeky 5 up.
Yeah. I mean,
he's taking a beating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You're more free to do this because like they've got no mobility, so I would keep peeking this. Nice, we stop lead. Brilliant.
Yeah, Pastor just killed everyone, I guess.
Where's Cassidy?
I don't know, he's cooking. I think I died. No, it's not here. No, he's on his way, Yeah, he's been spotted.
Alright.
Then he's there. He's killed the turret. Now he's back.
Like right now, this just doesn't matter, to be honest with you, what you're doing right now. Like if you do 50, 100 field damage to Cloudy, it's gonna get healed up or he's just gonna AFK it right now. To me, what matters here is like maybe just sitting here and like, or even like honestly, like you could play here, you know what I'm saying? And just being like, I'm gonna orb this and peek this here. Like I know you're like concerned about pin distance, but no way that you can't play here. No way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. At least at this current point in time. And like this is gonna allow McCreefer
yeah, it's Pastor.
Yeah, allow Pastor to play like better in this position here. You know, like McCreefer, oh my gosh.
McCreefer 7-11, bro.
Like right here, this is huge, but oh, he doesn't have orb.
He's got it. He's got it.
Alright.
He's got it. He's got orb.
The best 5 seconds of Zenyatta gameplay we've seen yet. Care. Oh my goodness.
And then we back out again and sit AFK spamming the Rhine.
I mean, it was.
Then we're back to this.
You know what's funny?
We're back to this, even though he's still there.
Yeah, I mean, I would have just sat in this corner here. So, like, I would have been really careful about swinging wide there. You almost died, but then I would be like, okay, can I go back here? Can I help here? You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at the rocks are just getting abused. No way he dies. No way. Oh my gosh. Killing me. But you see what I'm talking about, right? It's like the shield damage is good, the Rhine damage is good, but it's almost like ironic because like a good Rhine is not going to allow you to do that. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be either in or out. So like when he's showing shield, giving HP, or you have a good sightline on him, you know, take him to town. But then we've seen how we're winning these fights. We're not winning the fights with what Cloudy does or what Kron does. You know what I'm saying? They're trading cooldowns, trying to take less damage and set up their DPS elsewhere. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. This is Colosseo. This is just the way the map works. Other maps might be a little bit differently, but I mean, the same thing happened with Ilios too, you know? Supporting your tanks is crucial, but like, you have to know when it's just not the best play. I actually think that with Trance here and Torbolt...
Yeah, I wanted to bait engage Trang, but they said, yeah, they have beat, so it's probably not
but you have Torbolt and Bongo, you know what I mean? Like, I think you could rotate in here and probably be okay, I think. Especially because they've used Shatter. I think the way these Brawl ults will get traded, that you guys could win this. This is okay, but I don't think this is necessary.
We decide to go back and do the funny...
Kron should be dead here. Kron should be dead. Kron should be dead. Kron should be dead. How is Kron not dead? Oh yeah, you just stop pushing card. I mean, that's fine too. I mean, that's a legitimate strategy, is to just take the fight where you want it, you know? And this is obviously where the fight is slightly favored to your all's composition, so it's alright. Huh.
Try to push with Trank here.
Yeah.
It's not that good of a Trank, and this is just AI.
My thing is I was like, I thought for sure the fight was lost. Like, I didn't think you guys had enough pressure to like actually, because they could just hide behind the wall during the trance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. Pastor must have hit the stick of his life. Like, I don't even know how. Wait, what?
He did window stick on the Bab apparently. Yeah, 3 I think on the Bab through window. Killed him,
my gosh. Yeah, see, that's just really, really lucky. Would have preferred with Torbolt, Bongo, or whatever the ult is called, and Trans that you guys take like a fight underneath.
Yeah.
This is good. There's no angle to control, so just, I mean, this is great. This is where Zen's great, right? Like, there's nothing to control, so you're just shooting down a narrow wind tunnel, you know? Careful with your positioning there. There's not a whole lot to say here. So now you're gonna have to rotate underneath, maybe. Maybe not. Oh. So I like this position better on this side. You can kind of more selectively choose your peaks, and you're not worrying about like the back door here. So this rotation here has to be better. And then even if you can get to here, this is also okay. And just use your ears.
Yeah, because I was just afraid that if I would go on left, look where he. I mean, that was just really just AI movement. But look, he pinned like there. I was like, oh, if I go left, he's just gonna pin and he's gonna cut me off from the team, and he's just gonna go.
You're cut off from the team anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you might as well play it in a position where you're safer versus the high ground. Rotate away from the cast. Because the cast is better in the closer ranges. All he has to do is even drop here and you're dead. If Ryan pins in you can run, shoot, run, shoot, run, shoot, run. Like, you could buy a lot of time. You can't stop him from killing you necessarily, but that's not really your goal, is it? You're isolated. You're playing Zen. Sometimes you just need to know about like how to die as slowly as you possibly can. And or be as much of a distraction here as you possibly can. Let's I have to stop there, sadly.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so main takeaways with Kiriko.
Yeah.
What do you think?
The tracer more duels, more map control.
Map control.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when we forced out the tracer, just go like bait engage and just go for shoot other DPS, shoot Echo Mercy. And help our own tracer with the off angle.
Check out the last sentence here. And then parentheses. Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zen.
Also just taking more angles with the DPS and not shooting Ryan when he's like not showing shield, just sitting behind the corner.
What do you think?
Yeah, thanks not showing. Yeah, true.
Okay, training. What did we talk about? Maybe nothing necessarily new here, but just remind me.
No, just like the 3 to 4 hours, just full focused. And then so that we can actually keep our brain turned on and not just turn it off and tape down M1.
Pick one of those goals for each Kiriko and Zen. Practice it for 3 or 4 days. When you get bored and you see a little bit of improvement, move on to the next. We want you to be autopiloting other things, but at least one thing should never be autopiloted on. Yeah, I think that's mostly it. And then, like we said about like your confidence, just have confidence in your training. Don't try and play catch up. Be balanced, work hard, train hard, be a good teammate, and see what happens. Okay. Any questions?
No, that's it.